am your Chief Sales Officer here at Wakanda and one of the 4 co-founders. Excited as usual to be here with you this morning. And so I'm going to get out of the way, let you know that who we have up is our VP of Training and Development. You hear us talk about Coach Dan. You hear us talk about Pastor Dan. You hear me talk about my nephew Dan, his son Dan. Well, that's what happens when you meet people in this industry, and they're strangers when you meet them. They become friends along the way, and later on they become family. And that's how I feel about this young man. And so without further ado, this is the motivator. This is the coach. This is everything we need to get us mentally ready to go to the next level, to end the year 2021. Coach Dan, are you out there right now?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Auntie, what's going on, Mama? How you doing, midwife, my beloved sister? It is always a pleasing pleasure to be with Wakanda Nation. How are you this morning?
I'm great and glad to hear you on the line.
Amen. Amen. Well, good morning, everybody. You guys know I don't want to stand in your way too long. I want to say what I got to say and get out your way. And I cannot believe, can you believe, I cannot believe that this is literally our last Wednesday of 2021. It seems like time is flying. It seems like time is flying. And of course, I know what happens. I know what happens when we get this close to a new year. Stuff begins to happen. And as stuff begins to happen, some of the stuff that begins to happen is that many of us begin to make some New Year's resolutions. We begin to make New Year's resolutions, and we begin to set goals for the new year. We begin to shape our vision for the new year. My family, we do vision boards. And if we don't do the vision board, we sit around and we have everybody document what are the things that they want to accomplish in 2022 and what changes and adjustments are they going to have to make in their lives in order to accomplish those things. The new year represents for many of us a fresh start. A new year represents for many of us a fresh start. It represents another chance. It represents a new beginning. It represents a new season. And so one of the things that as we begin to have our discussion this morning, you know I'm going to always deal with your mind. I'm going to deal with your grind, and I'm going to deal with your time. Or I'm going to deal with your time. And this morning, I think that it is essential that we deal with your mind and we deal with your grind, because those two things are going to have to be in alignment if we're going to be successful as we cross over into this new year. If we're going to be successful as we move to this next season, it's very important that we deal with issues of the mind and we deal with issues of the grind. Now, here's what I want to share with you. This is very important. All of us should be focused right now on the Flat Belly Lifestyle 2.0. That's what we should be focused on right now. And I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why. Here's Coach Dan's 3 reasons why you should focus on the Flat Belly Lifestyle. The first reason why you should focus on the Flat Belly Lifestyle is because for many of us, majority of us, we need to get the fat belly down. And the only way you're going to get the fat belly down is if you're going to make a conscious decision to begin to enact principles that we're all learning in the Flat Belly Lifestyle. Now, and why is that important? Because the first level of wealth, and all of us on this line has an aspiration to be wealthy. The first level of wealth is health. The first level of wealth is health. If you're not physically healthy, then you could never really maximize your total potential to be financially wealthy. Why is that? Because for us that started from the bottom. Now we here. From those of us that starts from the bottom, that wasn't born with a silver spoon in our mouths, that was not given or left an inheritance to live the rest of our lives and sustain us. From those of us that starts from the bottom with a desire to be wealthy, we must be willing to work. We must be willing to work. Now, if we're willing to work, in order to effectively work, we're going to need energy. And in order to maximize our energy, we have to be healthy. Because you cannot be productive, you cannot be as productive in life if you're sick. And so that's one reason. The other thing about us being healthy is that we begin to save money. And part of accumulating wealth, as I teach my children, is not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. And many of us spend a lot of money in being unhealthy. We spend a lot of money on medicine. We spend a lot of money on the foods that we should not eat. We spend a lot of money going out to eat as opposed to preparing our meals at home, which is better for us. So many of us spend a lot of money in being unhealthy. So when we make a conscious decision to get into this flat belly lifestyle, 2.0, literally what we're saying is we're making a decision to choose life and to live longer. And we're making a decision to save money so that we can begin to accumulate wealth. Now, the third reason that we should be focused on this flat belly lifestyle 2.0 is because it really gives you another way of positioning your proposition of Wakana. Now, you guys hear me all the time tell you about how to properly position your proposition with Wakana. And depending on who you're speaking to, it's going to determine how you position your proposition for someone to become a part of Wakana, whether as a customer and or a business builder. Now, here's what I want you to critically think about. What Flat Belly Lifestyle 2.0 will do is it literally will help you now reposition Wakana to your warm market. It's going to help you reposition your Wakana to your warm market. Even the individuals that told you no before, they told you no to your product. They told you no to your business. But right now, going into this new year, a lot of people that said no to your product and said no to your business, that know they're sick in their body, that know they're fat in their body, that know they're obese in their body, those individuals, if you properly position the proposition not of buying product, but of change, of transforming their lives in the area of health, those individuals you're going to get some of those individuals that's going to tell you yes. So Flat Belly Lifestyle 2.0 becomes a no converter. It becomes a no converter because it's converting no's that you originally got into yeses. How do you do this? Well, the conversation now is not about the product. The conversation now is about them changing their lifestyle so that they can look better, they can feel better. The conversation now is a total health conversation and is led by, watch this, here we go. The conversation, you guys, is led by your own results. There it is. Are you hearing me? The conversation starter, it starts with you changing your lifestyle. It starts with you looking different. It starts with you getting the fat belly down. It starts with you getting the dimples out the thighs. It starts with you getting the junk out the trunk. It starts with you reducing the amount of pills that you're taking on a daily basis to stay alive. It starts with you glowing and shining. It starts with you having more energy. This is what the flat belly lifestyle is all about. As you transform, watch this, it empowers you to become a magnet to people that have a desire to be transformed also. You become the mirror reflection of, watch, their vision of living a healthier and better life. You become a mirror reflection on their vision of getting off those pills. You become a mirror reflection on their vision to live life without pain. You become, watch this, when you're healthier, you not only feel better, but you look better. So you become a mirror reflection of their vision to have confidence in themselves and in how they look and present themselves. Yes, yes, yes. It is all the Flat Belly Lifestyle 2.0, ladies and gentlemen, that is on this line. It all begins with you. It all begins with you. And as you make a conscious decision, and as you be it resolved on this new year, to actively engage and stay committed to changing your life for the rest of your life, you then become a magnet to be able to change and help change the lives of others. You are the seed that's going to be the harvest of saving somebody else's life. That's where we are today. I cannot believe that I only have 4 more minutes. I really cannot believe that. This is one of those moments where I wish I had more time, because I need you guys to understand. If you focus and lock in right here, it will revolutionize your business. It will revolutionize your life, because your ability to grow the business becomes almost like an assembly line based on people, helping people not make a decision to buy your product, not make a decision to join your business, but making a decision to choose life and live. That's the goal. Goal is to get people to make a decision, choose life and live. And nobody wants to be left behind. I'm going to tell you my motivation. Can I tell you my motivation? I went to see this movie. My wife, because if your why don't work, it's not good enough. You know, if your why not, my wife made the boys in the family go with her and my daughter to see the movie A Journal for Jordan. She made us go. She likes the little love story movies, and she said, y'all going, everybody going. She bought the tickets. We had to go. The guys didn't want to go. We wanted to see Superman. She wanted us to see A Journal for Jordan. So we went to see A Journal for Jordan, and I had issues with the movie. And the reason I had issues with the movie is because every time Michael B. Jordan took his shirt off, I saw my shortcomings. Every time Michael B. Jordan took his shirt off, I covered everybody's eyes. I covered my wife's eyes. I covered my daughter's eyes. I covered my son's eyes, because I didn't want them to look at him and then look back at me. So that became my mirror reflection of where I desire to be. But I can't get there if I don't get up in the morning and do what I have to do. And if I don't choose a different lifestyle, I can't get there. Now, I've done well. I did well with Flat Belly Challenge 1.0. I'm still a net loss of about 19 pounds. However, I'm nowhere near where I need to be, according to Michael B. And so you got to get a picture. My son, and man, I got to go. My son, Christian Johnson, my firstborn, he was a fat boy. And he found one of my high school pictures where I was a football player, but I was kind of fit. I was trimmed. I had muscle mass and all of that stuff. And that fat boy took my picture and he hung it on his mirror in his bedroom. And he said, Dad, this is where I'm going to be in 1 year. And every morning he looked at that picture, and that was his motivation to go to LA Fitness before school and work out and all of that. And now his body looks just like mine did when I was in high school as an athlete. You got to get a picture so that you can be a picture of somebody else's dreams. So you can be a mirror reflection of somebody else's goals. So you can be a mirror reflection. I need you to find a picture that you can relate to that says, this is where I'm going. This is where I want to see myself. This is the transformation that I'm going to have. And let that become motivation. Michael B., that's my picture. What's yours? Now, I've got to stop. Somebody alarm just went off to say that's enough, Coach Dan. And I got so much stuff I wanted to share with you. But it's 8:15 and I got to go. I trust and pray that something was said that's going to help mobilize you, help encourage you, help inspire you to get your mind in the game so that you can get your grind at work in the field. Back to you, Miss Phyllis.
Some awesome nuggets. Yes, you are. We can be the example, because I'm telling you guys, you got people coming to that office getting scanned. I guess yesterday they saw me in the hospital taking a test, got so excited about what we were doing that she just had to come. So if you're just talking and sharing and not pouring out over people want what you got. You heard Coach Dan. He's look at Michael Jordan's picture, and that's going to be an influence on him. And then guess what? He is going to be the picture that influences someone else. And that's what we all can do. And it's on our way to better health, better eating, treating our bodies like they need to be treated. So I thank you, Coach Dan. Looking forward to your training this evening, guys, at 6:30 p.m. And tonight at 7, you have Why Wakana. And then 8 o'clock, Dr. Rita, as always, has some phenomenal information on our product lines. And so, guys, get your guests on the line. I got tons of people that responded to my picture that I'm feeding into webinars, into recordings of webinars, just getting them all ready. And they're asking me. It's not me asking them. So go out and have a Wakana kind of day. And we'll be back here tomorrow with Wake Up Wealthy. When? Now, with our own Dr. Patricia Van Pelt. Thank you all. Bye now.
Phyllis?
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind everybody the coaching is today at 8, right after this call, 8:30.
Oh, go say that again.
Coaching program for the flat belly.
Yes.
Today.
Oh, girl, I'm so glad you said it. Thank you so much. I love Dr. Ross. I love all of you guys because you always are team players. You're right. The coaching, everybody that's aspiring to be a coach for the Flat Belly program 2.0. We have a call today at 8:30. Right after this one, let me give you the information. That ID number, if you got pen and paper, I'll wait a second or two. Is 85079. Okay, guys. So let me. I'm going to decline that. Okay, let's start over. 848-507-4923. And remember, use all the time. It begins with 7. Wait a minute. Let me just find out. Somebody trying to give us a message. I don't think so. No, I don't know that number. So, okay. See you at 8:30. Everybody aspiring to be a coach on the new program. Thank you, Dr. Ross.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye now.